Financial Dealings 1. In a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 2076, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, supplicated for the mercy of Allah, the Exalted, on those who are lenient in financial matters, such as buying and selling goods, and when they demand the repayment of a loan. It is important for Muslims not to be greedy in financial matters, as greed pushes one towards the unlawful. Even if one avoids the unlawful, greed will deprive a Muslim of this supplication of mercy, as greed will prevent them from acting leniently with others. Put simply, greed takes one far from Allah, the Exalted, far from paradise, far from the people and close to hell. This has been warned in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 1961. A Muslim must never take advantage of others by overpricing their goods, especially in times of general difficulty, such as a financial crisis. In all financial matters, Muslims should make all matters clear to the other people involved, as hiding things, such as a defect in their goods, is deceitful and contradicts the characteristic of a true Muslim. In fact, a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 2079, warns that when people deceive others in financial matters, the blessings of Allah, the Exalted, are removed. This removes satisfaction with their wealth, irrespective of how much they obtain and possess. This in turn causes one to become greedier. The more one becomes greedy, the less peace they will obtain. Finally, when others are in financial difficulties, a Muslim should strive to aid them according to their means, as this leads to the constant support of Allah, the Exalted, in both worlds. This has been confirmed in a narration found in Sunan Abu Dawood, number 4893. In fact, the one who waives a debt they are owed for the sake of Allah, the Exalted, will be relieved by Allah, the Exalted, in both worlds. This has been advised in a narration found in Sunan Ibn Majah, number 225. Showing leniency and good conduct during business dealings will improve one's business reputation, which in turn will aid their business. So adopting leniency in matters of business leads to benefit in both worldly and religious matters. Finally, adopting leniency in matters of business will also ensure a Muslim understands that their business is not their number one priority in life. It is nothing but a means to an end, the end being preparing practically for the hereafter. This involves using the blessings one has been granted in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted. Whereas, the one who fails to show leniency in matters of business will become greedier. And greed always focuses a person's attention to earning and hoarding the material world. This becomes their ultimate goal and number one priority in life. This then prevents them from practically preparing for the hereafter. Financial Dealings 2. In a narration found in Sunan Ibn Majah, number 2146, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned that merchants will be raised as immoral people on Judgment Day, except those who fear Allah, the Exalted, act righteously and speak the truth. This narration applies to all those who take part in business transactions. It is extremely important to fear Allah, the Exalted, by fulfilling His commands, refraining from His prohibitions and facing destiny with patience according to the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. This includes treating others kindly according to the teachings of Islam. In fact, one should treat others how they desire to be treated by people. In respect to business dealings, a Muslim should be honest in their speech by disclosing all the details of the transaction to all who are involved. A narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 2079, warns that when Muslims hide things in financial transactions, such as defects in their goods, it will lead to a loss in blessings. Acting righteously includes avoiding deceiving others by making them pay excessively for goods. A Muslim should simply treat others how they desire to be treated, meaning, with honesty and full disclosure. The same way a Muslim would not like to be mistreated in financial matters, they should not mistreat others. Acting righteously includes avoiding illegal practices discussed in Islam and the law of the land. If one is not happy with the business laws of their country, they should not do business there. In addition, acting righteously also includes using one's business success in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted. This will ensure their business and wealth becomes a source of comfort and peace for them in both worlds. Chapter 16 An-Nahl, verse 97.
Whoever does righteousness, whether male or female, while he is a believer, we will surely cause him to live a good life, and we will surely give them their reward in the hereafter according to the best of what they used to do.
But those who misuse their business success will find that it becomes a source of their stress and misery, as they have forgotten Allah, the Exalted, the one who granted them the success. Chapter 20 Taha, verse 124.
And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed he will have a depressed, i.e. difficult life, and we will gather, i.e. raise him on the day of resurrection blind.
Those conducting business should always avoid lying, as it leads to immorality, and immortality leads to hell. In fact, a person will keep telling and acting on lies until they are recorded as a great liar by Allah, the Exalted. This has been warned in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, number 1971. Financial Dealings 3. In a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, number 2482, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised that all lawful spending gains reward from Allah, the Exalted, except the wealth which is spent on construction. This includes all spending on lawful things which is free from excessiveness, waste or extravagance. Spending on construction which is necessary is not included in this narration, but the construction which is beyond one's needs is. This is disliked as spending on construction easily leads to waste and extravagance. In addition, the one who spends wealth on construction is less likely to donate charity and spend in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted. Also, this behavior often encourages a Muslim to adopt hopes for a long life, as the one who believes their stay in this world is extremely short will not waste energy and wealth on constructing a beautiful home. The greater one's hope for a long life, the less righteous deeds they will perform, believing they can always perform good deeds in the future. It also causes one to delay sincere repentance, believing they can always change for the better in the future. Finally, it causes one to dedicate more efforts to the world in order to create a more comfortable life for their supposed long stay in this world. Actively taking part in unnecessary construction occupies one's time, which prevents them from performing voluntary righteous deeds, such as fasting and the voluntary night prayer, out of extreme fatigue. It also prevents them from striving to gain and act on Islamic knowledge. Finally, in reality, taking part in unnecessary construction never ends. Meaning, the moment a person completes one part of their home, they move to the next until the cycle repeats itself. Therefore, Muslims should adhere to what is within their necessity in respect to all things, not just construction, so that they can avoid these negative consequences. Financial Dealings 4. I read a news article a while ago, which I wanted to briefly discuss. It reported on the attitude of some people during the outbreak of the coronavirus. It is important for Muslims to show the world the true teachings of Islam by practically demonstrating the behavior of a true Muslim. It is obvious many people all over the world are going through difficulties because of the virus, such as financial difficulties. Therefore, a Muslim should never take advantage of these difficulties in any way, such as increasing the price of their products, knowing people are desperate, or by lowering the wages of their employees, knowing they will tolerate this behavior because of the difficulty they are facing. It is vital for people to recognize a Muslim not through their Islamic dress, but through their behavior. People should recognize the greatness of Islam through this. For example, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned in a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 2079, that a Muslim selling something should reveal its defects to the buyer before they purchase it, as lying will only remove the blessings of Allah, the Exalted. Muslims should therefore never take advantage of the difficulties of others, especially in a time of widespread difficulty and stress. If anything, Muslims should make things easier for others by offering them any aid possible. As long as Muslims are busy helping others for the sake of Allah, the Exalted, Allah, the Exalted, will continue supporting them. This has been confirmed in a narration found in Sunan Abu Dawood, number 4893. The one who receives the support of Allah, the Exalted, can never fail in this world or in the next. But the one who takes advantage of the difficulties of others may well find that they are left to their own devices in this world and the next. This will only lead to stress in this world, as the very things they earn through this attitude will become a source of stress for them, and it may well lead to destruction in the next world, even if this is not obvious to a person in this world. Over 400 free ebooks, audiobooks, infographics, podcasts and blogs available on our website, www.shakepod.com.